there. Okay. Hey Bunnrings, I'm Cora, your ever curious and ever loyal companion and your personal guide to the retro realm of bunnhop.
Be ready.
What? Combat already? Konnichiwa, Cora, welcome, my dear Bunnrings,
Keep it coming, Rook.
to Combat 101. to our Chill Play Dragon Age, the Veilguard series. Episode 22. What? Okay, let me change that. Why is it like that on Twitch? let me do something. The title on Twitch is wrong. That was the title of our previous stream. There we go. It's been changed, my dear Bunnrings. Hello? Welcome, my dear Bunnrings, to episode 22 of our Chill Play Dragon Age the Veilguard series. Mia MNS is on YouTube. Mia says, we're finally catching a live from the beginning. I'm so happy. We're so happy to have you here, Honorable Mia. Your Honor. You became a judge. Your Honor. Yay! Mia made it from the very beginning of the live stream. Thank you for joining us. Rose is on Twitch as well with the Bunwave emotes and the Bunwave emotes on YouTube. We are about 27 minutes late today, and that is because we woke up 2 minutes before our supposed live stream schedule. 2 minutes before 10, 2 minutes. Rose says, yay, woohoo, so great to see your divineness, Mia. I hope you are doing well with the Bunwave, Cora Love, and Bunhype emotes, as well as the party emotes. Party! With a party hat. Mia says, why thank you, Supreme First Enchanter Rose. Hope you and Queen Benatoria, Supremia, are doing well today. Thank you for that. Wow, she's a first enchanter. Like Vivienne. But I wonder.
That looks like part of the Imperial Highway.
Oh, really?
I didn't think it reached the Anderfels.
Oh, that one.
There's pieces of it scattered through. Some of it trails off in strange places. Ancient Teventer abandonment. Couldn't say why.
Interesting. But why did your dialogue just skip, Davrin? Okay, that is part of the Imperial Highway and supposed to reach the Anderfels, I guess. I wonder if First Enchanter Rose can match First Enchanter Vivienne's queeniness. Good morning, everyone, or good evening, if it's still nighttime wherever you are. Let's start off with the skills. With the boring part of the stream. We have to allocate skills. Let me see. Time management. That sounds like a real life skill. Inspiring strength. Enraged. Those are not the skills that I need. Right? No. Those are not the skills that I need. Insidious Rot. Death's Blessing. And critical power. No, those aren't the skills that I need. We've got Explosives Toss. Providence. Enduring Rage. Death of Fury. Deadly Ground. Shellbreaker. And the next one is Blunt Force. So it's this one. Blunt force. Triple... oh, that's not triple threat. Where is the triple threat? Oh, there we go. Equipping an ability of each damage type increases ability damage by 20%. Okay. Enemies are knocked down when their armor breaks. That is important. Reverb. Where's reverb? Reverb. It's a big skill. We'll have to find it. Could it be somewhere here on top? I am following Delicious Gaming's build. The Flaming Sword build, if I'm not mistaken, is the name of this build. How do I zoom out? How do I zoom out of this? I need reverb wherever that is. Wherever that's located. Rose says, thank you so much. And Mia says, reminds me of the Imperial Highway in Emprise du Lion. Ooh, I forgot exactly where that's located. But that's important. Infrastructure is important, as always. I'm glad that they are making infrastructure in Thedas. That's really important. I need to find this thing before we can go on. Reverb. Warden's Fire Reverb. I don't know why they are highlighted in red. Endless Fire. Reverb. Let me see. I think it's probably an ability because it's highlighted in red. Traumatize. These names. Let's see. This is the only ability that we don't have. Tumbling Blades. So I'm not really sure where that is. Flare Up, Ring of Fire. Ooh, I like the necrotic thing. Sadly, it's not part of the build. That's a Reaper specialization. We are a champion. Why am I looking that way? Reinforce necessary steps. So we got Champion, Warden's Fire, Blightbane. Oh, okay, I get it. It's because we are under-leveled. Alright. Flare Up. So everything else is for a higher level Rook. So one more level. Let's deal with our companions then. Have you had anything to eat, Mia? I really want her equipment to become blue today. Rare keepsake. Yeah, I think I equipped her a couple of streams ago. And sadly, she hasn't really gained anything important. Davrin. 192. Okay, we'll get the Griffin Stallion. And then this one, we'll equip him with Asan's Fury. I remember that's something that we upgraded last stream. Then we've got Griffin's Tail. A ceremonial riding attire with heft. This grand set of Warden armor honors griffins with ironclad edges. Ooh, I like that. It looks very, very hefty too. And his trinket is now epic. A wood carving tool ideal for sweeping upward strokes. Its sharp edge creates razor thin shavings because he is a wood maker. That is one of his hobbies. So many skills, says Rose. It's true. Mia says not yet. Lol, I really woke up 5 minutes before the stream. No, just a little later than we did. Oh, it's so silly. We're late. Wakers. Late wakers. That sounds silly. Let me see. The green glow of pure necrotic energy tops the striking Neverite staff tempered in a secret rite, but we're exchanging that for a Guardian of the Abyss. In accordance with their dying wishes, the skull of a legendary Morn Watcher sits atop this menacing conduit of necrotic power. I don't like that. Are you okay with that? Well, he is okay. He's a necromancer. He's fine with that. Researcher's robes, that's what he's currently wearing. We don't have anything for him to replace it with. These refined necromantic robes are layered to fend off the grand necropolis's biting cold. They smell like sage. At least it smells like something. But sage is what you use when you want to purify your surroundings, right? You know, when you want to purify it from bad guys, from the bad jujus. Oh, this one is rare. Dwarven key. Gifted by a family on a rare trip home. I do remember her having that. Lucanus, have you got anything new? Not really. I think it's because I haven't brought him out. Wings of Antiva, feathered molding of this chest plate puts pride in the crows over the wearer's heart, but also, oh, I've read that. Yeah, this one's better. Oops, what did I do? What did I do? Lucanus. Nothing else. Okay, Nev. Of course, that is still better. She's got all blue. I'm so happy for her. A new casebook, a brand new case notebook with an embossed cover, finely detailed. The pages are blank, offering a fresh start. Because I wonder if she got that because of our choice. Offering a fresh start. Ooh, look at that. She was wearing a neck breaker this entire time. Nothing is more precious to a Lord of Fortune than a weapon that is as beautiful as it is deadly. But we've got this one. 264, Tusk of Glory. An exquisite axe of immense weight. The horn on the blade once belonged to a notorious Valokas. With every strike, the horn almost sinks. That looks really cool. And we've got this, an epic axe for her. Or for them. The solid gold axe might fetch a fortune if it was melted down. What? Don't melt it down. What is worth far more in the hands of a Lord of Fortune. How about their clothes? 96%, 101, 33. Okay, I'll choose this one. Though often doling out the fire, the wearer must also protect against it. This opalescent armor set certainly does the trick. Oh, Tosh is also a fire warrior. Wow. Like me. So we can't always be in the same team then. Numbing herbs. A pouch of kunari herbs used to numb pain and ease discomfort, particularly in the throat. Oh yeah, because Tosh breathes fire. They definitely need that. What about you and your Rose, thy eminences, says Mia. Yeah, we do. We did wake up 2 minutes before 10, so... and then upon waking up, we just did a lot of, hygiene stuff, and then we set up the stream, so we haven't really had anything to eat. What do we eat for breakfast? Your Honor. Your Majestic Majesty, Mia. Yeah, I'm glad we started later than usual then, says Rose. And Mia says, I'm still trying to decide, lol. Same. Mia says, Mia asks, I see, what time were you starting at before? At 10 a.m. So it's like 10 p.m. Eastern time. We were supposed to start like 40 minutes ago, says Rose. He also woke up late. That is true. What was Tasha's armor in the past? This one? This one? Kunari cavalry armor customized for a Lord of Fortune. One golden arm packs a punch while the other is free to snatch up the spoils of war. Cool. Look at Tasha's description. Here. They're just here. Advance your relationship by completing content. Each rank grants 2 skill points. That's their damage. They are a warrior, a fiery dragon fighter who dual wields axes. Ooh, I didn't know that they were dual wielding. We're just one-handed. There we go. One-handed. Let's deal with our character. Which one's better? This is 215. We've got 254. 277. Wow. I don't like the red ones. Usually they've got something negative about them. Guards Broadaxe. Broadaxe popular with Nivaran guardsmen. Its versatility lends itself well to the mirror challenges faced in the area. How about our shield? Oh, this is so cool. Perfect defense. Nearby enemies are pulled toward you, but this one's higher in terms of physical damage. Deal plus 40 added necrotic damage. I like that. The elite guards who stand watch at the gates of the Grand Necropolis use these shields to guard against both the living and the dead. Oh, we just have to upgrade it. We'll upgrade it later with the caretaker. Let me see. 68, 72 defense. That's so much better. Oh, that one used to be what I was wearing, and it's enchanted. This is so cool, but I really don't like the red ones. 77 golden casque, tall and plumed. This fine helmet is the color of gold, but much harder to dent. I like that. I like gold. And then we've got 28 defense. That's just so sad. We haven't changed our equipment and our gears in a long time. There we go. We've got 139 defense as the highest. Golden full body armor that flaunts the bearer's riches while protecting them with same self-wealth. Self-same wealth. What does that mean? Oh, look at that! We're a Lord of Fortune now. I like that. 324. This one's better. 388. Amberborn shard, gnarled blade of twisted metals and crystal that has withstood the intense heat of the dragon's breath. That's so cool because we have faced a dragon. Oh wait, no, that is the correct one. Me as a soul, no wonder I've been missing the beginnings. That's 5 a.m. for me. Oh no! Oh, did you move back? Sorry, did you move countries? I like the Jenny's belt. I'll keep that. No, wait, we've got a legendary healing belt. Which one should we do? Oh, minus 30% duration of companion healing cooldowns. That's really cool. That's important. That's a lot of healing, specifically designed to allow easy access to larger and more plentiful potions is needed. That has the highest healing. I'm happy. The second highest is this one, Reinforced Binding. Ooh, I love that we've got a legendary amulet as well. That is the best one. We've unlocked every single status for that. That ring, is that ring good? It looks like it. It has 50% stuff. I'll take that. And then this one. Ooh. No, that removes flaming weapons. I don't like that. Let me see. 30% defense. Okay. Hewn from some of the sturdy stone in the deep roads. I'll take that. Let me see. Let's go through companion skills. I hope this won't be boring for you guys. Let me see. Let's start with Harding because she's first on my list. Oh, she doesn't have anything. Boop. Sorry, Harding. Let's do Nev. Nothing as well. Belara. Have we got Enervate under... Ooh, okay. Critical shot. Have we got critical shot? No. Fade bolts. Fade bolts. Rapid returns. There we go. Okay. That was quick. Thank you, guide. Okay, nothing for Lucanus. Davrin then. Whoa! Davrin's head was missing for a split second there. That was scary. Death from above. Where's death from above? Slow combustion. Okay. Heroic strike. Overpower ability. This one. Death from above, bird of prey. That's it for him. That was quick. And then we'll do Emmrich skills. We haven't done anything when it comes to his skills. Entangling spirits, transient spirits, and critical shot. That's it for Emmrich. And then we'll add more skill points, or allocate skill points for Tosh. Spitfire, critical strike, and flame splash already. Oh, not yet. There. And then dragon fire strike. We've got seer and heat wave. And then let me see, armor breaker. Armor breaker. And that's it. Spreading weakness. Ooh. During combat, Spitfire may trigger automatically. I like that. That's it for all our of our companions. Let's look through their stuff. Yeah, we've no. Okay, Illuvian expert. She is doing a thumbs up, so that means she likes us? Is that what it means? Thrill of the chase. Wait, what? Wait, what? Are you kidding me? Davrin is in love with us now. Mia says, no, lol, it's alright. I'm a morning person. Ooh, oh, wow. I didn't know that about you. Because Rose said, I hope you didn't wake up too early to watch. Mars the Muse is on YouTube. Love a good skill tree check. I just didn't want to do it off stream. I'm too busy off stream. But thank you and welcome back to the stream, Mars. How are you doing? Let me see. Are you sure that you like us, Davrin? I just flirted once with you. He's just a polite acquaintance. He's just a polite acquaintance at the moment, but we'll make him love us. Oh, like contract killer. I mean, Ratha's contact. And here, Tosh is just here. Tosh is just here for us. Rose says, I'm glad you're royal honor. Welcome back, Mars. So great to see you again. So great to see you again. Hope you're well with the bunnhop emotes. And Mars says, hi, I'm good. Bound for better. It's a blessing to see you all. How have you been doing? How are you doing, Mars? I hope you are doing well. And I hope things are better for you. We were here last time. And I hope it's not too late for you, Mars. What did you have for dinner? Rose says, yay, it's so great to see you again, Mars. Mars says, how are you guys? Hope you're doing well in the bend of stars and galaxies. Very well, thankfully. Very, very well. And that, especially because we had enough hours of sleep. We had enough hours of sleep today. Yesterday, no, not really. And my dysautonomia symptoms were killing me. I had to go to the doctor, but I'm too busy. Oh, Asan has to help us with that. I feel like my hyperthyroidism is getting worse, and also I've been experiencing chest pains for the past 3 weeks. But what can we do?
On your guard.
EDS is a thing. It's a thing. It's what do you call that? It's its own it has its own scary stuff. That's all I can say. But I'm well today. Rose and I are quite well, thankfully, and we are ready to partake a midweek party.
Got it.
It's like 11, but I didn't eat because I've been grinding out some audio for my songs. I got 12 done. Woo, that's a lot. I will check them on your SoundCloud. Ooh. What is wrong with this one? Can I not? Oh, it's because of that one.
Right.
Go, Asan! I love you, little baby. Oh no! Are you kidding me? So we have to time that. We have to time that right. I hope you get something to eat, Mars. It's important to, Oh, there is that one. It's very important to have have something nutritious and delicious as well for your health. Rose says we are all right, Mars. Thank you. We just started the stream later than usual. We started about 27 minutes later than usual because we woke up quite late.
Consider it done.
We woke up 2 minutes. 2 minutes before 10, which is really silly. There we go. Now we can enter this tiny little shack. Mara says, oh my god, I'm sorry to hear that. I hope it's nothing serious. I hope so too. I don't think it will be serious. It's just how it is. With our genetic autoimmune disability, you just have a lot of nasty symptoms that you have to deal with. Sadly, it's how we were born. The Echo, who am I? The Echo asked, for I had asked it too. You are me, I echoed back, or maybe I am you. Who am I? The Echo asked. When I said not a word, worry not, for I am you. The Echo soon assured. Is this talking about that Echo that we found last stream inside that cave, that creepy cave? Sorry, not cave. Creepy well. That led to the demise of an entire family. And I know where the gold was lost, and I know what you carry, and I know where to dig a hole and what you plan to bury. Who are you? I echo back to a voice not far away, and wait to hear an answer from the place where secrets lay. Note attached to the poem, sent to Harding. This is Lavendel's version. I've heard a piece elsewhere in the Anderfels, but the third verse was different, writes Evka. Ooh, okay. I guess this part differs depending on where you're from. Understandable. Better late than never, yes, says Mars. I truly agree. I absolutely agree. 100%. Oh, we've got a new thing for Davrin. Okay, my dear bunnrings. I keep forgetting to make a poll, but who do you think? Who do you think we should romance in this playthrough? And I'm going to be honest and tell you that my three favorite ones are my three favorite companions that I may be keen on romancing are Harding, Bellara, and Emmrich. I feel like they're the ones that are I don't really know. I feel like we can relate to one another, and I also like their personalities. They're very pleasing to be with. Very pleasant personalities. They're all quite polite and friendly and courteous. I mean, Nev is great too, but she can be a little bit of an ice queen.
Trouble ahead.
An ice queen. I am not opposed to romancing Nev either. Well, this is going to be a communal romance. So I don't really mind. It's just that Davrin is someone that I feel like, I don't know.
The lighthouse has been wonderful for Manfred.
Oh, yeah.
He's progressing so quickly these days.
I'm glad to hear that.
But can he fly like a sun?
He can open a door.
A sun can track and kill Darkspawn.
Stop comparing children, you two.
The sun can eat those flowers. He can also dive underwater and catch fish.
Wow,
Manfred
you guys.
can be quiet and well-mannered.
Yeah? Well, you know,
No.
Asan
Go on.
You're raising your twin, Emmrich.
Well, I might say the same.
Oh. We got a little bit of a competition among new dads here between the two of them. Davrin's personality, and I don't know. I just prefer someone who's a bit more on the intellectual side of stuff. He's a little bit of the you know, combat oriented type of person. Let me see. Congratulations on grinding out so many songs, says Rose to Mars on YouTube. That's a lot of songs. 12 is a lot. And if you don't mind, you can go share it on your personal channel on our Discord server so we can all have a link to your SoundCloud. Thank you. I'll slide you guys a sneak peek as to what I got. This is pretty much my album, so my fingers are crossed, says Mars the Muse. That's just so cool. Your very first album. I hope you have them on DistroKid or whatever song distribution platform you have, because you know that's really cool.
Shadows everywhere.
A full album. We love Mars, says Rose. Do we have a combo? Kick him to hell. Kick him back to hell. Emerald the Unrewarded.
Your gods will miss you.
Mars says, I getcha. I'll be manifesting good health and providing emotional support as little as that will do. Don't worry about it, Mars. It's not little. Emotional support always means a lot, as well as your presence and your help in manifesting good health. Thank you so much for that. I really appreciate it. Oh, those ones explode, like the ones in Resident Evil. Rose says, thank you so much, Mars. I also hope you and your family are in good health too. Mars the Muse on YouTube says, which one is the bubbly elf? She's great. Oh yeah, Belara. Okay, Belara reminds me of this presenter on QVC. I don't know her name. Starts with an M. But she reminds... They kind of look similar. I don't know if you guys watch QVC, but we always watch QVC to fall asleep. It's the... You know... Oh, look at that. That is creepy. That is a creepy side. It's the show or the channel we watch to fall asleep. Look at that. That looks creepy. I don't like that. Those boats. Thank you, Rosie, says Mars. OMG, toxic parents. I know, they're kind of like toxic parents, but I'm on the side of Emmrich. Because I feel like he is a disciplinarian, but he's not too tough. It's not the Gen X tough love type of thing. Rose says the bubbly elf is Belara Bunhype emote, and Rose adds, yes, please do share it on Discord. Marcy Muse on YouTube says, I'm gonna have to use a free one, honestly. DistroKid was cool. Turns out it's got a copyright issue going on. Wait, what? Really? I didn't know about that. Oh, thank you for telling me. That's creepy. That's sad. That's both sad and also I don't know what word to use. Not really creepy, but surprising. Very surprising. Copyright issue. That's something. Okay, we need to get rid of these disgusting blight orbs. Because I can see that you can enter this. We're supposed to be able to enter that shack. Oh wow, DistroKid.
It's an interesting line of work you're in, Emmrich.
Oh,
thank you for telling us, Mars.
Exploring the Fades hardly work. I could spend several lifetimes researching its mysteries.
But that's just it. It's too much.
I don't follow.
Mages never do.
I think Belara is lovely. My vote is for her, says Mars. Thank you so much for that. Thank you for your vote. How about you, your marvelous majesty, Mia? Which one should we
Not bad, Rook.
romance?
For a shadow
Who do you
dragon.
recognize? You're so mean, Davrin. See, I don't like that. I don't like his quips, okay? I don't appreciate his quips. I prefer politeness
It's
and
an interesting
courtesy.
line of work you're in, Emmrich.
Oh, you're gonna
Exploring the Fades hardly
repeat the entire
work.
banter.
I could spend several lifetimes researching its mysteries.
But that's just it. It's too much.
I don't follow.
Mages never do.
Mages never do. I still want to get to that house. Mars the Muse on YouTube says, yeah, they take the royalties and stuff apparently. At least I heard about that part, but just in case y'all want to use it, I'd be extremely careful. Ooh, really? We use it for the thingy, the first cover song. But since it's a cover anyway, and we don't really make our own music. Sadly, we're not as talented as Mars. But I would love to make my own music if I can. But sadly, I cannot play any instrument. I can only sing a bit. That guy over there, sadly, he's just watching over us. We cannot really do anything about him. I feel like we're supposed, because I can see that. I can see that we're supposed to be able to enter this thing. But I don't see any orb. Maybe we can go back and check if there are any orbs connected to this one. I feel like no, it's a bit too far to be connected. But yeah, we used it for the first cover song, but yeah, that one is more like, you know, kind of like a hobby, so we didn't really care about the royalties. We got a couple of cents, something like that. Because when it just came out, it was kind of popular on Spotify. Someone added it to their Spotify playlist, so that kind of helped. But it's more like a, you know, let's test it out type of thing. So we didn't really pay close attention to it. But thank you for the tip, Mars. I really appreciate that. I didn't know that they took royalties. Mathareth the Betrayer. Remember all those Mathareth statues lining the entrance to Val Royeaux? Mathareth and his migraine. A carving of Mathareth the Betrayer. His eyes are cold as though unmoved by suffering. Eyes that would lead a lady to her death. Of course, Mathareth was the husband of Andraste, if I'm not
The
mistaken.
wetlands are unsettling.
Welcome to Warden life. We get more of this than visits to sunny cafes.
At least we face it together.
There we go, Emmrich. I love how polite Emmrich is. He's very courteous. Davrin is he can be a butt, is all I can say. Although he looks amazing. I remember Mia saying something like, if only the appearance matched the personality. I wish. Sadly, he's lacking on the personality side. But that is just my opinion, of course. I'm pretty sure a lot of people like his personality as well. I don't. Oh, there we go.
You got it.
I almost missed that. That's it? What are we? Dr. Pimple Popper? What are we even doing? Popping zits. We should be paid for this. You know, Dr. Pimple Popper, that is her career. We should be able to... We should be paid for this. Popping zits in the Anderfels. Oh, okay. That doesn't lead anywhere. Alright. Well, at least back to one of the previous places that we went to. Okay, we may be able to find that zit to pop over there if we just looked around better. My voice. Gods, I'd go for Belara too, says Mars. Who would you choose for your royal splendidness? Asks Rose. Bunnhop emotes. Mars says Band Lab is free and you can slap a bunch of noises together till they sound good. At least that's how I started. I could give you guys a few pointers should you choose to pursue it. Oh, thank you for that. He adds they didn't add 1 point, but apparently they're going through some nonsense related to it. I hope it gets cleared up soon for the people who do want to use it, but I'm checking out other options. That is very smart of you. Very, very smart.
It's yours, Davrin.
It is important to have different options. Okay, Asan, where do we go? Oops, that was close. Wait, that was really fast.
No problem.
Where is the zit? I'm surprised. Oh, there we go. There we go. Yay, we did it! Rose says thank you so much, Mars, and Mars responds with the only thing that sucks about it is the free sites take 3 to 4 weeks to actually post a damn song, so I can post them in other places, but I'd have to wait for them to actually go on Spotify. Ooh, I think it also took a while for DistroKid to distribute it. Maybe about 2 weeks. Maybe. You'll think of me.
Got it.
3 to 4 weeks is a bit long. But at least it's free and it doesn't take your royalty.
Right.
Oops. Oh, alright. We'll need to attack it from a different view. From a different perspective. These orb puzzles. Life orb puzzles. Alright. And finally, the biggest thing. Mars Amuse says Dr. Pimple Popper is insane, by the way.
Tree. There's something. Light feels wrong around it.
Perhaps we shouldn't look at it too long.
That tree? It reminds me of that thing in, at the crossroads. It's the Blight tree. That is also very disgusting. Mars says, well, I'm willing to wait its birth if I can put my songs out there on an official site like Spotify. I agree, 100%. 100%, that helps a lot. And I hope that BandLab also allows you to put it on Instagram and TikTok because people can, you know, use your songs for their dance dance challenges. Those Instagram, TikTok dance trends, which probably helps on getting it out there.
We've a fight ahead.
Get clear!
No, no. I was too slow. Mars says this place reminds me of the Dark Souls 3 tree. Oh, there's a tree in Dark Souls.
Them in hand.
There we go. We're not too slow this time.
Gotta move!
Okay, I feel like it's never-ending stuff. Never-ending Darkspawn, so we'll have to find the source. The entrance to the deep road. Rose says, yeah, true. I hope the platform you choose is a good one and doesn't cause issues for you. And
Is
she
everyone
adds,
intact?
yes, Emmrich. She adds, it does look like a map in Dark Souls 3. A lot of the maps in the game are quite dark. This is why it's called Dark Souls. I'm just kidding. But yeah, this area looks quite gothic to me. The first time I saw it, it felt like a mix of the hissing wastes as well as that town or village rather in Inquisition where the mayor basically, you know, allowed the blighted people to just drown. It starts with a C. I just can't remember the name. Swamp Road. This is blocked off. I guess we are not allowed to explore it just yet. It's not accessible to us just yet. It could also be that is the edge of the road. That is the end of the road, rather. And it also reminds me of this other map in Inquisition. It starts with a letter F. The one where the floor is lava. Not literally lava, but you know, if you step on the water, then you basically summon more creatures to basically never-ending creatures. Martin music they do actually. Funny enough, they have an option on uploading to Spotify too, but that requires membership and stuff. Oh, I see. He adds, Rosie, you know what I'm talking about, yeah? The tree with the ugly butt egg sacs. It's super gross. the blight trees are also super gross in this game. They're all super duper gross. There we go, we did it. I meant the maps in this game are quite dark. Yeah, the visual tone of this game is quite dark. But the dialogue tone is not as dark. It's not as mature or serious, which I guess is a mismatch. But it's not something that I really care about too much. Where should we go? Up here, maybe. Rose says, yeah. Ooh, Nuggy. With, puking emotes. Mars says, it's hella gothic, but with graphics like this, I am obsessed with the idea of a DAO remake. Ooh, I read an article. Was it yesterday? I didn't read it, but, you know. I saw it on Facebook. The Book of Ashes, a roll of names of friends and comrades carried to battle and to mead hall after. Heroes of every blight. These are not the dead. They are those who lived. How sweet. Sweet way to remember. Fallen comrades. Oh, we can use the champion status on routes in the heights of Athens. Wherever that is. But yeah, I did read that it's kinda... It might be impossible for there to be a DAO remake, but that would be amazing. If they made a Dragon Age Origins or Dragon Age 2 remake, and they made it a little bit on the easier side, I'll grab it, like the first day. Or even pre-order it, because, you know, that's my problem with games usually, is that they are challenging. Older games, rather. Older games can be on the challenging side for me, because I am not much of a combatant. I am a non-combatant, non-combatant. Ooh, okay. We almost missed that. I like this animal here. He's chubby and cute. I almost missed that chest, tiny little chest. Where do we go? Y'all, I can't lie. I know this place has to smell wicked, says Mars. Yuck. It's a swamp, of course. It's gonna smell ripe. It's gonna smell really ripe. Is there? Oh, yeah. So we've got two choices: that way or that way. This way or that way, rather. So we'll see. I do love Bellara. I like. I don't know. I feel like. Oh, okay. That just okay. We can turn in the quest, I guess. I feel like she's the type of person who is very, very similar to Josephine. So because we romance Josephine in Inquisition, it's nice to romance Bellara, but we'll also conduct a poll. After this, I will have to post it on YouTube, on let me see, on YouTube and on Blue Sky and Twitter as well. To see, and also our Bunny Brigade Discord server, to see if she's the right choice for us.
Always good to see people return. Means they're still alive.
I am.
We went up to Gaspin Manor.
Gasp.
You did?
Gasp, gasp,
And
gasp.
the curse? Was it...
Gasp.
Did the Blight wake it?
Less the Blight and more like some Venatori. There was a demon haunting the manor. We stopped
The
it.
demon of obsession.
Well, we all knew something wasn't right.
Obsession.
And thank you. There's one less evil to worry about.
Good to know. Obsession. Obsession, obsession. Let's spend more time with Nev. I feel like that's a good idea. A blighty swamp, says Rose. Yuck indeed. I'll choose Emmrich and Nev. Marsimi says, like, if they make it with this gameplay style, I don't see why not. I mean, it was literally the dialogue that kept my attention, whereas the gameplay was kind of boring, in my opinion. Oh, Dragon Age Origins. Yeah, I did. We watched full playthroughs of Dragon Age Origins and Dragon Age 2, and yeah, the Dragon Age Origins gameplay combat is more like hit, 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 hit. It is kind of on the unimpressive side of things. Mar says Emmrich. That guy seems interesting too. Yeah, this guy. Emmrich. I think it's Emmrich, although it's spelled Emmrich. But I love how polite he is. He's an older gentleman who's quite polite and he loves drinking tea. I love that.
The Voss family? Did you find anything?
Sorry, but they all
There was something in the
perished.
well. It got to them.
But we aren't supposed to listen. The stories. But it was sealed.
And so it is again.
Yeah, don't you
When
worry.
it's safe to go back, I'll bury it even deeper for Ursa.
There you
Thank you for letting me know.
Don't you worry. It's safe now. Ooh, we've increased bond with Nev. I'm happy. And Emmrich as well. I'm so happy. Oh, okay, we can also turn that in. Don't you worry about a thing. That woman shouldn't worry. The well has been closed. It's been closed. Hello, merchant.
Yeah?
Oh, okay. I don't need that. I don't need those. Yes, true.
Another day.
This gameplay style is a lot faster and smoother, says Rose. I agree. Marsimi says, yeah, the auto strikes were lame, but the story had me hooked so much I didn't care. It wasn't bad, but I like the hyper style that they've gone with. Yeah, the story is always interesting in any Dragon Age game. I love it. That's why I love Dragon Age so much. Look at me. I look so silly with this Lords of Fortune getup, but I look so buff and big and buff. I love it. That's disgusting. All those Blight Orb samples.
Antoine?
Oh, I
Antoine.
hope it doesn't negatively affect Antoine.
Yes, the Blight samples.
They're like nothing we've seen, or anything in the Warden records. And I almost hear voices in it. The gods calling the Blight.
Scary.
I can't hear anything. But if you believe me...
We knew things were bad. But if the Blight's being called, the situation's more unpredictable than we thought. We need to...
I give you two reign, and
Oh no,
this
not
is
this
where
guy
it
again.
leads. Chasing Rook's lies.
What are you talking
First
about?
Warden...
Stay away from the Blight and the Wardens. How
Why?
many times must you be told?
Because you're serving the two gods? Is that why? You don't scare me.
Do you think titles and bluster scare me?
And your venom is better directed toward your magisters.
Rook knew something was wrong.
I can hear it in the samples. The gods. She's telling the truth. The Blight has changed. And that changes everything.
There you go.
It changes nothing. Your
Why?
sensitivity to blight is useful, Warden Antoine. But you've had more than one snake in your ear.
You won't listen, will you? Back off. We can work together. We can work together, you weirdo. Ooh,
No
Emmrich
one
like
here
that.
wants Blight to spread. We can work together.
You're in no place to make offers. You
Wow.
tampered with a
I hate
ritual that
this guy.
unleashed blight. You did not know what you were doing then, and you don't now.
Oh, just you're
If
just
gods
holding
control
it
the Blight,
against
we need to
us.
change how we approach it.
Archdemons control blight, and we'd sense if one had
One
risen.
mistake.
We'd make the sacrifices needed to fight it.
But we...
The blight has increased. Now is not the time to lose focus. Wardens Evka and Antoine, are you sworn to combat the blight?
Yes, but...
Then report back to Weishaupt and do so.
No, they're being recalled. I hate this guy.
That went poorly, even for a talk with him.
Mars says, "Hey guys, I'll be RB. If not, it was so nice to see you guys. I'll be sure to drop the sneak peek. Thank you so much for coming, Mars. Thank you for dropping by, and we look forward to listening to your first album. Is it your first album? I think it might be with 12 songs. And congratulations on the album, by the way. Thank you so much for coming, and I'll see you soon. See you next time, Mars. I hope you have a great rest of your week. I'm sorry you're in trouble. Do talks with him go well? He's a butthole. He is. But I'm sorry you're in trouble, Evka.
It's
And
my
Antoine.
fault you're in trouble.
He's never really liked us.
So much for convincing the Wardens.
We can't give you the order, but you have us.
Oh.
We'll keep tracking the
that's
Darkspawn
sweet.
and the Blight. We'll do what we can.
Thank you, my dear
And if
friends.
we learn the gods' plans, you will too.
Okay, they've gone rogue. Rose says, "All right, Mars. It was so good
The
seeing you
elven
again."
god of monsters had been hard at work.
And I hope you have a great week. Good night, Mars. Take care.
She'd taken the Darkspawn and made them so much worse.
Thank you for the narration, Brother Barrett.
Now, she and Elganon had their glorious new army. The risen gods were ready,
No. We'll
and they
combat
had just the target.
the Grey Wardens. That looks silly. That looks silly. Let me see. Rose is wishing you the best with your album, and please do drop a sneak peek. We look forward to it. I agree. I second the motion. Quest complete. Something's wrong. Ooh, yay! More bond with Nev. I'm happy. Antoine and Evka tried to convince the first warden that the Blight was changed and the gods were responsible, but he refused to listen. It wasn't the outcome they wanted, but they weren't giving up there. Though ordered back to Weishaupt, Antoine and Evka promised to keep investigating the Blight and send word if they learned anything more.
He finally agrees to meet for a report, then he all but calls you a liar.
I think you were included in that.
Thanks.
At least we've
You
gained
need to head
powerful
back to
allies
Weishaupt.
here.
Soon. We can risk a small delay before we're missed.
We'll continue helping here for a while, and help you on the way if we can.
Thank you, my dear friends.
Davrin told us about your friend, the Viper.
If he changes his mind about taking our joining ritual, or needs anything from us,
Oh,
We'll do what we can.
Oh yeah, because
I'll tell him. And thanks.
he was attacked by the dragon, and he basically has the Blight inside of him. I think that he should just join. You know, because he would either become a Darkspawn or die anyway. So just take a chance on the Grey Wardens. And I feel like, you know, their goals align anyway. So I hope the Viper joins the Grey Wardens. That would be great.
What is this place?
Little more than a ruin to the people here.
The wetlands are full of secrets. Buried over time.
The second Great Blight, strange curses, mysteries in the woods. The stories go on.
I see. So this basically was the setting of the second Blight? Is that it? Biohazard, says Rose. Why biohazard? The Resident Evil? Biohazard? Where was that small place, small nook that we couldn't... Oh, it's over there. We're almost done with this. We'll go to Nivara Necropolis after this, hence the title of this broadcast. but also, where is it? Oh, over here. But also we'll take a peek at the lighthouse if we've got, you know, personal quests to take, companion quests to take. Oh, okay. That's it. Alright. The shortcut. We've just activated the shortcut, basically. Alrighty then. That is it. We've done a full loop of the Hossberg Wetlands, although we've only discovered 54% of it because I really feel like this way will be unlocked later in the game. Let me see. We've got 10 out of 18 chests. 1 out of 2 really big chest. I don't know what this is called. 1 out of 2 Evanurus altar and 1 out of 2 Fen'Harel altar. Yeah. Well, for the places that we have currently have access to, we've basically done everything. So there is that. Oh, wait, this is open now? Okay. All right. I'll bite. But maybe we should I don't know how big this is going to be. We'll see. Hope it's not too big.
Let's finish this.
I'm glad that I'm bonded with Nev again because, you know, we did lose affinity, or it's supposed to, her affinity is going to progress slower, much slower now because of our choice. So I'm glad that I am taking her with us today for our adventure. Which way should we go? Oh, that is a Fen'Harel altar.
And another Fen'Harel altar.
So I guess that it just, because the Blight orb just mysteriously, miraculously disappeared, opening the way to this area. And that happens in games. That is game logic. Can we? No. Okay. We'll find a different way then. Maybe through here. Ooh, that was fast. Manu on YouTube says, hello everyone, how are you doing? Welcome back to the stream. Manu, how are you doing? Buenas noches, Manu. We are doing well here. We are exploring the rest of the Hossberg Wetlands. Well-loved bowl. The simple pattern around the die bowl is slightly uneven. There's a chip missing near the top. Words carved in the bottom read, love forever, your bean. Oh, that's so sweet. Mia says, hey, sorry, had to step away for a moment. I fell asleep. Pardon me, thy majesties. No problem at all. No problem at all, Mia. Don't worry about it. Sleep is very important. Because otherwise you drown like this. That's what happens to me when I don't get enough sleep. I feel like I'm drowning. But I hope that you managed to get enough sleep. Your marvelous majesty, Mia. I hope you are not lacking in sleep. How do we get there? I want that chest. We need a wisp of some sort, I guess. Hey there, Manu. So great to see you again. Hope you are well, says Rose. And Manu says, I'm doing awesome. And you, OMG, your Spanish is so good. No! Hablo un poquito de español. Just a little. Just very little. And good to hear it. You are doing awesome. Have you had dinner yet? Let's go this way. This is a lost village. A village that has been lost to the Blight. There we go. We made quick work of that guy. I'm just running around.
Got company.
Oh, I want to get there.
Hail the dead!
Hail the dead?
Under fire! Watch it!
Why do you say that? I want to get there. Oh, okay. No worries at all, your honor, Mia. I hope you had a nice nap. I hope that she had a nice nap. Your honor makes it sound like she's the judge. Oh, we managed to make that jump. How? How now? Have you been there? I don't think so. I don't think so. This place is awful. I hate this place. Manus says, Rose, hello, I'm doing awesome. And how about you? Yes, I already had dinner. Just some bread and milk. Ooh. I want milk. I want bread. I want everything. Because I'm really hungry. Haven't had anything to eat. We woke up 2 minutes before 10. 10 a.m. is supposed to be the beginning of our stream. Oh, there's the wisp that we needed. Oh, we still need it. Well, we'll take it to later because it's time. Wisps are time. They don't like waiting. They're not very patient creatures, I guess. Oh, there is a. Is it on top of us? Yeah. Oh, are they fighting against each other? Is that silly? We bought a chest. And oh, there is this wisp too. So I guess we'll take the wisp there instead. Mia says the Hosberg Wetlands seem like a shadier follow Mar. There we go. Thank you for that, Mia. It is a follow Mar. I totally forgot the name of that place. Follow Mar. I just remember that it started with an F. And then also the other village, it starts with a C. That's also one thing that kind of looks like. It kind of does. It's always nighttime here as well. Manu says, ha ha ha, and what are you gonna have for dinner? Oh, it's actually lunch.
The wreck doesn't look new. Did the Blight drag it up from somewhere?
I'm not sure what we're going to get.
How much Blight is under the water?
That's scary. That's a scary thought. So I guess that's probably the reason why we die. We drown when we fall down to water. It's lunch, and I'm not really sure what we're gonna have. We're just gonna order because we don't really have time to prepare a meal, sadly. Whenever we stream. On days that, well, for dinner, you know, we do have time to prepare it usually. But on days that we stream, we don't. Sadly, we don't have time to prepare our own food. It's so sad because I wanna make curry. That's what we've been eating. Chicken curry. That's what I've been making these days. Because you've got those curry mixes that you can purchase from the grocery store. Those are really fun. They're quite easy to make. You just need your meat of choice. Oh no! Oh, no. Why does it always have to be this way? You just need your meat of choice, couple of vegetables, and then that's it. Oh. Oh, okay. This is how we can loot this area. We've got a memento here, a ring of the warden thief. Our ranks judge no one for the life they leave. The joining cares only about the will to fight. Wardens need not seek forgiveness, the answer to the calling. Manny says, Rose, oh yeah, it's a bread called concha, which is a bread with a, I don't know how to describe it, like with sugar paste on top. That sounds so yum. That sounds so yum, Manu, I like
Blight.
that.
It snaked its way up the whole building.
Yeah, that's disgusting. I hate the blight. I hate the blight. Oh, because that's an answer to Rose's question. That sounds nice. Is it sweet? We are all right too. Thank you. I love sweet bread. I really love it, and I hope you enjoyed it, Manu. I want dinner. Well, I want lunch first. I want lunch first. Food is always good. This place is huge. Okay, how did we get up there? There is a... Oh. Maybe this is the edge of the map at the moment. Because I don't see any other way to open that orb. That over there is not a ladder, so we cannot go up. But I do see a chest. I do see a chest that we can go back to next stream. Or whenever it opens. I have no idea what to eat, says Rose. It's so hard. So hard to choose what to eat. We can't keep eating Starbucks. Just because it's the fastest and the easiest. There is also this gate over here, which will probably open up to us later on, once we've progressed through the main part. Let's see. Let's go back. I need the wisp. Wait, what? Why are you doing this to me, game? Why are you blocking paths that I've already opened with my mischief? Trapped wisp. Placate mischief.
At once.
No, that's so mean. That wisp was trapped with a mischief spirit. Is that it? There we go.
Can't do this without a wisp.
I just brought you one. Oh, that's it, I guess. Pasta, yum, says Manu. Pasta is always a good choice. That is always a good choice. Anderfels azure. There's a reason the Grey Wardens wear blue. Though scattered, all Wardens call the Anderfels home. They carry that with them and dress in clothes dyed a unique Anderfels blue. What an interesting, trivia. I like that. So the national color of the Anderfels is blue? Is there a way for us to take that wisp? Because I feel like we also need to take a wisp to that. Ooh, someone carried to that. No, I don't think we can take it with us. Because there is that gate that also probably needs a wisp. I don't know. It kind of looked like it probably needed a wisp, but I may be wrong. I may be wrong. Okay, I feel like we've explored most of this area that has opened up to us. That one leads to our death. I'm sorry. Rose says pasta is always great. Maybe after the stream. Yeah, maybe after the stream. But thank you for that suggestion. I really love pasta. There is that chest over there. Oh. Okay, did we not go that way? Maybe we didn't. Hosberg Wetlands is a big place. Yeah, this one probably requires a wisp. No, it doesn't. But I don't know how to open that at the moment. Ah, okay. Let me see if there's a way through. No. I guess not. Maybe through here? Perhaps? No, I didn't make that jump. Why? Why? I thought that has been moved. Whee! There we go. We made it this time. Yeah, I want to be able to get there. Is there anything that we can do? No! Maybe some other time. I feel like there could be some sort of a puzzle of some or something like that. We have to we might have to do that some other time. Puzzles. Puzzle maybe that we'll have to complete. Pasta's always great. Scott says, hi guys, just checking in for a while. How's things? Thank you for dropping by, Scott. I know it's quite late for you. How are you doing? We are doing quite well, thank you very much. We're just exploring the rest of the Hosberg Wetlands. A couple of areas opened up to us. Oh, this one. Oh yeah. I still cannot go that way. Okay, I guess that's it for today's exploration of the Hosberg Wetlands. There are still a couple of areas that... Ooh. Can I go that way? No. A couple of areas that we're not allowed to access just yet. So we will be waiting. Maybe it could be that once we have progressed through the plot, we might be able to go through those areas that are not available for us at the moment. Not available to us at the moment. Rose says, hey there Scott, so great to see you again. I hope you're well, thanks for dropping by. Rose says, how is Veilguard going for you, Scott? Yeah! Scott says, not bad, things have got quite a bit done. Ooh, congratulations. Congratulations on that. Just exploring at the moment. Is there anything that we can open? Unbind ward or anything like that? No, I guess not. There is a memento over there. Okay, maybe we'll come back to it some other time. All right, we have discovered 66% of the Hossberg Wetlands. Let's go back to the lighthouse and give that gift to Davrin. Oh, a new missive for us. Lots of new missives. Checking on an echo, Rook. I went with Wardens Rodri and Janie to check on the well. We made sure it was still sealed, packed the earth tighter around it, and Warden Ilona, she's a mage, said she'd put wards on it. The echo is buried for now, but it never truly disappears. Wherever it's gone, if you meet it again, be careful and don't listen too close. Sincerely, Ida of Lavendel. I'm so happy that we now get to read more missives from the people that we've helped. But yeah, I hope to meet this echo again soon and finally get rid of them. For good. Writings from Navarra City. Dear Rook and Professor Volkaren, the Watchers are sending this letter for me. I'm the man who used to be enslaved by the Venator. I remember him when we were recruiting Emmrich. My name is Claudius. Thank you, bless you for stopping them. I would never have seen the sun again if not for you. I can sew very well. The Watchers say there is a great call for tailors of the deceased. This was strange to me, for we do not need such things in Taverner, but the Watchers have fed me and found me work. I can never repay them or you, but I will help clothe Navarre's dead. May you walk in the light. Claudius, a free man. Yay, go Claudius! Congratulations from the Hall of Valor. Rook, nice to see you proving your worth in the fighting pit. The lords are impressed and the Valor spirits are happy. Everything's better when the Valor spirits are happy. And thanks for taking care of Tosh. It wasn't my idea to move her, but I'm glad she is away from those Antam. Her mother's really afraid of them becoming interested in her because of the fire, but even without that, it's good to get Tosh out into the world. She gets to see more of it, and you get the services of the best damn dragon hunter I've ever known. Keep up the good fight. See you when we see you. Writes Isabella. There we go. A sweet. I like that. Thank you. Oh, nice, says Rose, and Scott says, been playing my other games mostly. I got Tales of Vesperia for my Switch, so I'm hyperfixating at that at the moment. Oh. I hope you enjoy it. Manu says, by the way, I'm so glad today I finished Dragon Age 2. Yay, congratulations, Manu. Woohoo! I do enjoy the first 3 games so far, so only game left is Veilguard. There we go. I hope you enjoy Veilguard as well. Scott says, Manu, good for you. Enjoy. Rose says, oh, cool, Scott. Sounds interesting. I hope you all enjoy the games that you have. I really feel a joy in knowing. Oh. A what? Caretaker? You called for me? I feel a joy on behalf of my friends enjoying their games. Ooh, a wisp! Yay! There is a time dialogue there. I'm glad we came back in.
Another help between the facing gods.
Thank you, caretaker. Ooh, read. Mysterious note. Another helper always move above between the facing gods. All right.
Can't do this without a wisp.
I know. Don't tell me what to do. I've got PDA. Don't tell me what to do. Okay. I don't know. I feel like I should go and talk to whoever has a time dialogue. Should we have returned here? I wonder if we should have returned here before we... No, I think it's okay. Before we went further into the Hossberg Wetlands. But I think it's okay. There's no problem. I hope we didn't miss anything. But, ooh, wow, look at that. What a big place for Tosh. It looks so cool. I like that. So you'll also be playing Veilguard soon, says Rose. Nice, Manu. Did you get the ending you wanted in DA2? Manu says, Scott, thank you. And Manu responds to Rose with, thank you. I'm really enjoying your playthrough, so I hope I can enjoy the game when I can get it. Yes. I love Veilguard so much. It's very good.
You shouldn't have to deal with all this, Rook. The sooner I can get out of here, the better.
How long will your recovery take, brother? Because I think I feel like it's been at least a month in game. I'll change it back to Elven. I think I like Elven better than Antivan. Antivan is a bit too dark and mysterious for me to have my own lodging. But it still looks amazing. I feel like Antivan better suits the outdoors.
I'm sorry, but I find it completely unnatural.
To do what?
I don't get why you think cremation's so bad. Everyone outside Navarra burns their dead.
All those lost vessels. Fine mansions reduced to ash. Manfred, for instance. How would his wisp have fared if I hadn't given it a body?
Oh, so Manfred is a wisp given a skeleton body. How smart is he anyway? Where'd his body come from?
What does Manfred understand exactly?
Simple things, but he grows. Spirits of curiosity are voracious learners.
Oh.
The more he experiences,
He's a
the more
spirit of
sophisticated
curiosity.
his conclusions.
I love it.
With guidance, of course.
I like that. I like that. Manfred is the best. Where'd his body come from?
Where or who'd you get his body from?
There was no single donor.
Oh,
the
it's made
arms were
from
recovered
bits
from a
and
charnel
pieces.
pit. The ribs were a gift from a dear friend. And Manfred's
Okay.
wisp picked out his own skull from some donations.
That's
that
really cool.
was quite the day.
How
He's been
sweet.
fine company during my necropolis excursions ever since.
Self-determination. I love that. Does he understand hello? Sure, back at you, Manfred.
Yep, same to you.
It's just Manfred's way of saying hello. I encountered him as a wisp in the necropolis years ago. A simple spirit, but so curious. He refused to leave my side.
I love that.
So, you built a skeleton for the spirit to live in?
It's really sweet.
Spirits are formed from the emotions
adorable.
and desires of people in the mortal realm. Manfred's wisp came from curiosity. It's these spirits which animate the dead. Their drive revives the corpse, yet the corpse colors their actions. Thus, the eternal question, are undead inhuman spirits puppeting a body, or does some shade of the departed return?
Interesting. That is an interesting question indeed. Can you tell I'm a JRPG enjoyer? Lol, says Scott. I've heard of the game, and I do know that it's JRPG. That's really nice. How do you compare them to Western RPGs, Scott? Scott says Manfred for president. Yes, we're all gonna be better off if Manfred was the emperor of the world. Rose says we can tell you love your JRPG, Scott. Manfred. There's let me see. Can I skip this? It's creepy. No, that's mean. I want to believe it. There's no way to know. There's no soul in there. I want to believe it.
It's got to bring back a little peace, at least.
That's my belief as well.
There we go.
I swear I could see it sometimes, Rook. A glint of recognition of something more in the dead.
Hey, that's my sleeve. Are you trying to steal my buttons?
As well as a certain mischievousness. Manfred.
I love it. I think he's a better father than Davrin. Look at this place. This is amazing. What a nice room. I feel like, I don't know, but I feel like the lighthouse creates rooms depending on who uses them, because this is a room befitting of Emmrich. Manny says, Rose, yes, I have no regrets about having allied with mages, and I made all the companions happy, well, except Sebastian, because I forgave Anders.
Thank you for all your help, Irene.
Interesting choice.
Yes, I'd say this place is quite acceptable now.
Thank you. Thank you, Manfred. No quests? Okay, no quests. Just a timed dialogue. Alright. Between the two gods, there is a wisp upstairs between the two gods. I don't know what that means. This is not a god. These are ancient elves. that's not it. Maybe it's outside. The wisp could be outside because I don't see it here. Yeah, I'm glad that almost all your companions were happy. I remember Sebastian. He's a chantry guy, right? And I don't know. He's okay.
Manifestation.
Is there anything that I wanted to increase? Oh yeah, for Belara, right? I wanted to increase Belara's stuff. I'll use it. Why not? She deserves it. Harding also deserves her weapon at least. Oh, okay, I get it now. What level is it? I don't get it. I don't get it. It just upgrades their stats, but it doesn't really upgrade the... what is that called? The rarity of it? Scott says, I've always preferred Japanese RPGs for some reason. They always feel full of life, but obviously I play both. Ooh, another time dialogue with Ned. Oh. Hello.
Nev, settling back in?
More or less. Lots to catch up on, but when isn't there? I'm ready to get back to work. If we could skip the personal catch-up. Not the day for it.
Okay.
Take all the time you need.
Okay. She isn't very fond of us at the moment. I can see that Belara wants something from us. I think it's a personal quest. We'll search her. Oh no, that's Lucanus. Mana says yes, he is a Chantry Prince boy. Sebastian. He was quite nice.
I cannot say.
Oh,
who created
she's conversing with the
I cannot
archive
say.
spirit now.
What can you say?
I cannot say.
I cannot say.
Right. Deserve that.
I cannot say.
Got the archive spirit working, I see?
Rook, you're here.
Hello,
and
my
I did.
friend.
Sort of. A little bit. It appears, but it won't tell me anything.
Why not?
You simply ask the wrong questions.
This
a
is so
common
mean.
affliction of the weak-minded.
The weak-minded? How
also
dare
that,
you?
It's kind of mean.
How dare you, archive spirit? Insult it back. Insult it back.
Just insult it right back. Assuming you know how to insult a spirit.
I've never thought about it. How would you do that? Emmrich might know.
There we go.
That is an idea. Syrian learned a lot, taught me a lot about these archives. They have, well, not thoughts like us, but sort of pathways, I guess.
They are programmed.
They can only respond to specific questions.
They're like
worded in specific ways. So, if you're powerful, like almost God level powerful, how would you talk to someone you see as lesser?
Condescendingly, it seems. Forcefully. Like a jerk. Condescendingly, I guess.
Really condescendingly. Based on experience so far.
Right! You wouldn't ask questions, you'd tell them what to do, so let's try that.
So smart, Belara.
Archive, tell me who built you.
One of the greatest of Elvenar. A steward of her glory.
Mythal,
Truly,
right?
I was blessed to bathe
I
in his
feel like
warmth.
it could be Mythal.
Anaris built
Oh no,
me.
okay, I'm
and
wrong.
to
I'm wrong.
him I shall someday return.
You mean the Forgotten One?
I cannot say.
Good point. It came later.
What came later? The Forgotten One? Who's Anaris? It came later. The archive spirit came later? A Forgotten One? Forgotten One?
What or who is a forgotten one?
The bad gods, or so we were taught, told never to speak their names. Elgranon, Gillinane, they were the good ones that you could pray to.
Wrong.
But now we know the truth about the Evan-Urus. So we don't know for sure what the Forgotten Ones were, I mean. They used to say Solus was one, so best case scenario, like him.
So
worst case,
the good ones.
well, you heard it talk.
Right. So this thing's dangerous if it belonged to one of them.
Could be, but still important and invaluable. Everything Anaris knew, this thing knows.
I
and my
want to learn
people
more about
deserve
this
to know.
Anaris.
If I can get it to tell me.
Ask about the Evanuris?
Archive.
This
Tell
scene
me
is
about
funny,
the
says
Evanuris.
Scott. Yeah,
A group of cowards, hiding behind their more powerful magic and superior numbers. Their jealousy of Anaris was palpable. Their war is unending. But Anaris will prevail.
Okay. A narcissist. Ask about Solus.
Archive. Tell me about the Dread Wolf.
An ideologue and a fool who will soon pay the price.
Oh no.
When Anaris dispatches the Evanuris, he will spare a thought for Fen'Harel.
So, Anaris is a narcissist. Okay. Minus says, oh, that spirit kinda cooked. Scott says I had interesting options being an elf in the Morn Watch. Ooh, that's so nice. Good for you, Scott. Do what you need to. Good luck. Do what you need to.
You have a chance to learn more about your people. Go for it. Just be careful. And try not to break anything.
Right. Thanks, Rook.
All thanks must be given to Anaris, for he will cast down the oppressive Evanuris and take his rightful place.
All
What
right.
a shame. I can't stay longer. Good luck.
Definitely made by a
Appreciate the
narcissist.
support.
Villara approves. Wow, you had additional options? Asks Rose, and Scott's is slightly different. Ooh, I would love to. If only Fluffy Ninja Llama made more videos about Veilguard. Because she did. She did a couple. But it would be so nice if we could if we could see all the options, and my go-to in the past for Fallout 4 and Mass Effect and Dragon Age was Fluffy Ninja Llama.
Why do you run around in fancy mage clothes?
Because I like them.
You're barely even wearing a shirt.
You fight Anton with a bare midriff.
Exactly.
Everything all right?
Both of you.
We're fine. Just trading fashion tips. So what I wear is a problem for you?
Why are you guys
It's not.
fighting over
It's just-
fashion?
Why dress like that? Are you trying to make your mother happy?
Wow, Tosh, you're projecting. This is mean. Tosh, leave Neville alone. Talk to us, Tosh.
Tosh, what's going on? Something is clearly bothering you.
Yes.
My bet's on mothers and dresses.
It's just something my mother said the other day. And I act more like a man than a woman.
That's all right.
And you feel like you should wear dresses to make her happy.
No. Can you imagine me in a dress? I'd look stupider than I'd look stupid.
I think that you shouldn't try to please your parents, Tosh. You're an adult. You're not 15. It's not about the dress. No, you wouldn't. We can stop if you want. Kunari can wear dresses. It's not about the dress.
This isn't about the dress, is it? No, it's... I don't know. She always says stuff like that. About how I dress, how I act.
Very controlling parent.
It feels... right. When she says I act more like a man. It feels... right.
That's great.
Why does it feel right?
Tosh, do you like being a woman?
Nobody likes being a woman.
Ah.
This is stupid. Forget I said anything.
No problem. But you're getting there. We're here to help. Let me see. Being a woman, reaction to being a woman. Being a woman shouldn't hurt. It is true. It's true.
Hey, it's not stupid. I do like being a woman, but if you don't, maybe that's something to think about. But what does it mean? It could be about your mother's expectations, or about how it feels to be a woman and Kunari. Or maybe it's being a woman, period.
Yeah.
How would knowing that help? It won't change anything.
Some of my friends in Minrathous talk about not feeling comfortable in their own skin. As a man, as a woman. I could see if they'd like to talk.
There you go.
Maybe what they say fits how you're feeling.
Yeah. Okay.
I love that.
And thanks. You do look really pretty.
Oh?
To look at. I'd smudge your makeup.
Thanks for letting me down gently.
I love that interaction. I think that's very important. I still don't understand why people think that Veilguard dialogue sounds like an HR. I don't know. I've never seen an HR video, that's why. But I feel like it's well written for me, at least. Like, I appreciate that. I think maybe they just have a problem with Tosh's personality. Because, you know, Tosh is on the naive, childish side of things, but it's a problem. It's a problem with the personality, and not the writing for me.
Lucanus?
Wait,
where is he?
Where did he go? Wait, what? The game map said that he's supposed to be here. Is this Are we doing hide and seek, Lucanus? Aren't we a bit too old for this? Where are you? Where are you, Lucanus? I don't have time for hide and seek. Is he upstairs? That's a conversation we walk in on. Yeah, they're just insulting each other's fashion. Scott says, I remember this being one of the scenes that caused a backlash in the early days. I don't understand that. Like, I really don't understand why. There's nothing wrong with that scene. I didn't see the scene. The scene that I kept seeing on YouTube videos was the thing about Isabella and Tosh coming out as non-binary through Bellara, if I'm not mistaken. But I also didn't see anything wrong with it. I really don't understand. Is it because I'm non-binary myself in real life? Is it because of that? Or is it because I understand how it feels to be like Tosh? Like, I was Tosh when I was like 12 or 14. So yeah, they are on the childish... Ooh. Davrin likes to sing. I didn't know.
Sorry, didn't mean to interrupt.
That's really sweet.
Please do. I need to hear an actual voice now and then.
Can't imagine why.
I'm starting to dream that I'm a griffin.
Why not? It's fun being a griffin.
Squawk.
What was that, Davrin? That's a poor imitation of a griffin. Poor Tosh, says Rose. Yeah, I think the problem also is that Tosh has a parent who's so condescending and controlling. If Tosh didn't have a parent like Tosh's parent, I can't remember her name, starts with an E if I'm not mistaken, then they would feel comfortable in their body and their skin, and they would have probably met others like them. But yeah, as someone who had the same exact problems growing up, I understand, and I feel like that conversation wasn't odd. It's just that Tosh has a personality of a 14-year-old, you know, so I guess in some ways people think that that's bad writing, but for me it's realistic. There are people like that. Not everyone is. I don't know what Tosh's age is. They could be 25, they could be 22, but you know, not everyone matures the same way, is all I can say. I know people who are 30, 35 and they don't know anything about themselves. And they don't even know what to do with their lives. Dream big, don't be rude, Asan. Nice parenting skills, I guess.
Well, you get high marks for effort.
He's toying with me. So what brings you by?
Just curious, really. Wondering what it's like being a Grey Warden. They've always been these legendary warriors living apart from the world.
Yeah.
Don't know about that. I spent time with people who were bad right up till they took their vow.
How so?
Weishaupt is the last stop for the wrong sort.
Yeah, criminals.
If you're facing prison or worse, you can always join the Grey Wardens and take your chances with the Blight.
I hope they change because of that. Because of their second chance at life. Why is the first warden angry?
Has your first warden always been, well...
A stubborn bastard?
Yes.
One way of putting it.
He means well in his own way. He's old-fashioned. Tradition is everything. Keeps us disciplined. We never deviate from it.
He'll have to. Algernon and Gillenane won't play by his rules.
100%
If he
agree.
even believes in them. The man doesn't have much imagination. Even the right sort can be the wrong sort.
That's true. Yeah, the backlash was so ridiculous, says Rose and Portage. Scott says it's just the anti-LGBTQ dumb butts. I agree. It's that. And some people say or claim that it's not about that. They are not anti-LGBTQ+. It's just that they don't appreciate the writing. But to me, it's not really the writing that's a problem. It's not the writing that's a problem. As a writer myself, and I was paid to write at one point in my life, I don't think it's the problem. It's a realistic depiction of someone who I would say isn't very mature just yet, and probably Tosh isn't mature or doesn't mature as fast, or whatever the standard is, because of how controlling their mother is. Their growth is kind of what is that called? Kind of like hindered by how controlling their mother is. And at one point in my life, I was told by people that my growth is hindered by how controlling my mother is. So there is that. Exactly, Scott, exactly, says Rose. And Manu says, I love that when you were looking for Lucanus, you turned your gaze toward the ceiling. It's like he's a vampire or something, just staring at you menacingly, crawling on the ceiling, staring down at you menacingly. I remember this no sleep story that had something like that on Reddit, where this guy took synthetic substances with his friend, and they kept seeing a creature that was staring at them menacingly with the back turned, with his neck turned or whatever. I can't remember how. It was so repetitive and silly. I love that story. Really, Manu, says Rose. And Manu says, Rose, yes, when she was in the room. Yeah, I looked up because I wonder if Lucanus was on the ceiling, staring at me menacingly with his neck turned in a way that it shouldn't be possible. Rose says, can we just send Tasha's mother to Gil? There we go. Maybe Gil will be more disciplined.
And just how wrong are the wrong sort?
Thieves,
Criminals.
brigands, pirates, and the odd murderer now and then.
Scary.
Sounds fun. Right up to the murdering.
At least now they're murdering Darkspawn.
There's that. There's change in them. A positive change. Tell me about Weishaupt.
I've heard about
I love the
Weishaupt.
music, by the
Never
way.
been there.
It's a giant fortress and home of the Grey Wardens.
Yay.
It's been standing for as long as anyone remembers. At least since the first Blight.
I want to go
Does
there.
it have floating buildings like the lighthouse?
Probably not.
No, but things float up from the latrines.
Fun bunch you hang out with.
What?
The wrong sort have their charm.
That sounds disgusting, Davrin. I don't want to hear about that. Things float up from the latrines? Scott says, man, they should have done that scene from Batman vs. Superman when Batfleck is on the ceiling. Lol, Batfleck. I love Batfleck. Ben Affleck, the Batman. The wrong sort have their charm. I prefer prison. You're not like that. I joined the Wardens too.
A hot meal and warm bed in Weishaupt is better than rotting in some dungeon.
Agree.
It would be, but the food's always cold, and Weishaupt's drafty in the winter.
So it's
You're
prison.
really selling it.
It gets better.
He's not a good
When
recruiter.
Darkspawn threaten a village, when innocent people are in danger, then we swoop in, swords held high, armor gleaming, while 100 faces look to us for salvation.
I love
and
that
they all
part.
live to see the sunrise because of what we do.
There we go.
Okay, now I get it.
Now you're selling
Best
it.
part is the warden fighting alongside you. Maybe they've done some bad things in the past, but after that day, it's different. There's some honor in their life where there wasn't before. Nothing like seeing redemption happen before your eyes.
Is that true for most of the Grey Wardens that used to be criminals, or are there some where you kind of you don't want to partner up with them? You want to look over your shoulders when you're partnered up with them. Scott True says Manu.